Hello and welcome to Not Without My Sister, where today we are going to find out how well do we know each other. I was going to say how well does Beatrice know me, but it's not all about me. It's about both of us. Okay. Do you want me to, do you want to answer the questions first, or do you want me to answer the questions first? Do you know what I mean?
How about you just ask them and we both answer?
We do want to talk. Okay. Do I have a crush? So I have to answer, do you have a crush? And you have to answer, do I have a crush?
Thanks for explaining that.
You're welcome. Just in case you didn't know what was going on, Beatrice. I know sometimes you find these advanced
Thanks for mansplaining that
concepts difficult to understand.
Do you have a crush? As in a crush, somebody's crushing on you, or you have a crush on someone? You have a crush on your husband with his chocolate brown eyes.
Fuck off.
For anybody who doesn't know, that was an allusion. That was a reference to a post that Rosemary wrote, an article that Rosemary wrote in the Business Post. Oh, her nostrils are flaring.
Your nostrils are flaring. An
nostrils.
article Rosemary wrote in the Business Post.
Your nostrils were flaring. Listen, Rosemary.
Yes, because I'm excited about my chocolate brown husband.
Chocolate.
Rose, take that out.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I'm excited about my handsome husband with his chocolate brown eyes.
Chocolate brown eyes and hairy ears. That's what you said.
I said his hair is curling over his ears.
You didn't say curling. You said his hair is like shagging over his ears.
Didn't say shagging. Did not say shagging. Okay.
Do you have a crush? Yes, you do.
Who do I have a crush on?
Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
Who do I have a crush on?
What is your head doing? You have a crush on The Rock.
I do have a crush on. Not Alfred Molina, crucially.
Yeah, I know.
The Rock.
I know you do.
Who do you have a crush on?
Nobody.
No. Hang on. There's somebody. Who is there? Somebody on some TV show that you really fancy?
There's loads of them.
Oh. But do you have any crushes? Do you fancy anyone in real life?
Yeah, my husband.
That took you too long. The little sarcastic laugh. Yeah, my husband.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm really glad we both really fancy our
excuse me. I
husbands.
have a crush on your man on The Handmaid's Tale. What's his name?
Oh,
Max Minghella.
Yeah.
Like, even though, I mean, obviously I shouldn't. Like,
I'd say he's very petite in real life.
Oh, no doubt. But like, he's on TV and I'm never going to see him in real life. So I could imagine on TV I'd be really petite as well. So that's where we're living. Also have a crush on Keanu Reeves. What's wrong with you? Except not really anymore. 20-year-old Keanu Reeves. 30-year-old Keanu Reeves.
That's ageist.
Oh, I mean, he
Why
just
not
looks,
anymore?
His hair is just dodge now. And he looks a bit like... I don't know.
He's a bit groomed now, I think. They're all a bit groomed now.
I don't know. He just looks a bit like... I don't know. He looks a bit too laid back or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, having said that, like, if Keanu would ever like to come and meet me, happily here for the meet. Except I'm married. Sorry. Let's keep going.
Come and meet me. Question 2. What can't I live without?
Your phone.
I was just about to say my phone.
Yeah.
You books.
I could live without them.
No, you couldn't.
Don't care about a book. My kids. What's wrong with
please,
you?
People don't count. It's about objects, about stuff.
No, people do count. Can't believe you
my
didn't say Atlas
kids.
first. Your phone. Can't believe you didn't say Atlas. Oh my God.
I lived without Atlas before. I could live without him again.
I can't believe you didn't say
I
Brandon's
couldn't.
brown limpid pools of chocolate.
Limpid?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means like kind of dopey looking.
Would you really say you can't live if you were asked, what can't you live without, you'd say your kids?
Absolutely.
You're such a sap. Would you say something interesting?
That is interesting. It's so interesting. If I was on a desert island, what would I bring? My kids. Make them
Oh my
starve,
God, you
make them
wouldn't.
starve alongside me because I wouldn't be able to survive.
Oh my God, imagine
without
the
all
moaning.
mod
Oh, your head would be
cons.
wrecked. If you're on a desert island and your
Excuse
kids
me.
are there moaning at you.
Excuse me. Obviously, you would not be bringing my kids to a desert island. Noted. I would be bringing my kids to a desert island, and that because I would need somebody to gather twigs. And shimmy up the coconut trees to knock coconuts down to the ground. Chance would do that.
I was just thinking Chance would be the only one, but getting them to do that now, Beatrice.
Yeah, I mean, they're desperate complainers. They were screaming this morning, crying when I asked them to
Chance,
just
but
bring
like
stuff into the
Chance would
laundry room.
only do that if he was really in the mood, and I can't imagine him being in
No,
the mood
he's
to do
really
it.
hungry. He'll be really hungry. There'll be nothing else to do. There'll be no TV and no games.
How would you
so
open the coconut?
That's what I need. One of them to bite it open. Be like, listen, it's your teeth or starvation, so do it.
Like Shawshank, 40 days of gnawing at this coconut. Jesus, the poor kids. Okay, what's my deepest fear?
not having a boyfriend.
You are bitchy today.
Okay, no.
What's your deepest fear?
You not having a boyfriend.
No, your deepest fear is is looking in the mirror and taking off your necklace like you're one the hag in Game of Thrones and suddenly realizing you're 85 facially. That's your deepest fear.
No, actually, my biggest fear might actually be all my hair falling out, my thinning hair.
Oh, what about your teeth? I think that'd be awful.
My teeth
You'd be nothing without your teeth.
teeth falling out. Yeah. Why does my body have to be falling to bits here? Like that is definitely
That's your
a fear.
deepest fear. Yeah.
I mean, is
Because
that not your
so
deepest
vain.
fear?
No.
What?
This is just a vessel to carry around my brain.
Oh my God.
I care not for my corporeal form.
What's your deepest fear? I'd say your deepest
probably is
fear
not
is
having a boyfriend.
I am answering.
Oh.
I'd say your deepest fear is actually not being liked.
I was just about to say that as well.
Even though you constantly write inflammatory pieces destined, like designed to annoy people.
What inflammatory piece have I written lately?
Just in general, that's like what you do.
I actually don't, and I object to that. I haven't written inflammatory. I haven't I haven't made a habit of writing inflammatory pieces in years. I've changed.
No, but my point is like your opinion in
but I
today's
don't even
landscape.
share my opinion as much anymore.
Oh my God, yes you
I
do.
frequently have inflammatory opinions that I keep to myself.
Okay, good job. But in today's landscape, just having an opinion or like laying your... Actually, the sticker on your car is inflammatory to half of Fort Wayne. In fact, probably 3/4 of Fort Wayne.
The sticker on my car says, "I'm a bigger pussy than you'll ever be." No, it doesn't. It says...
What?
I'm joking. It says, "Row is a human right." Just to tell everyone what my
Yeah.
sticker on my car says.
Yeah.
What? So, is your deepest fear basically falling apart?
I mean...
Going bald? That'd be
No,
bad.
my actual deepest fear is like anything happening to my kids.
Oh,
but like,
listen, let's just
what?
forget you have kids. That's boring. What? That is so boring. You sound like such a holy Joe. Oh, I couldn't live with them. I get my deepest fear something happen to my kids.
That's
The
true,
number
though.
one thing I love is my kid. The thing that gives me most happiness is my
Fine.
kids.
My deepest fear is being pushed off an extremely tall building or being made to walk across a rickety bridge in the middle of a rainforest.
Really?
That would be one of my deepest fears. Yes. I watched a TV show the other day where a terrible TV show on with Alison Janney, excellent actor, on Netflix, Lou, where she's basically doing a Liam Neeson take and present going to rescue this kid. Absolutely terrible. Like terrible from start to finish and terrible all the way in between. At one point they run across the log relatively quickly. Oh wait, was that a different movie I was watching? Maybe that was The Mummy. It was The Mummy I was watching, but that was also
God's
no. In Lou, they run across a rickety bridge and she falls off the bridge and slides down, gets all mucky. But in The Mummy, they run across a slippery looking algae covered like log that's fallen down between two massive cliffs, you know, and they run across it.
I always thought it was algae.
Whatever, I'd be frozen solid with fear. Like I couldn't even get across it. I mean, I probably
No,
would just
neither
slip
could I.
off just out of pure
Sorry,
fear.
did you see me on the Oculus?
Yeah.
Yeah. I put on like Nash's virtual reality thing and had to walk out in a plank, and I knew I was in the room. I knew I was like on a normal floor. I still couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it either, but then I did do it. And
did you?
I
Give me
did
the
do it, and
willies.
I got all the way over to the birthday cake, and then spiders burst out of it,
And you fell?
and so I fell.
That seems cruel.
Yeah, it was cruel. All the laughing around me wasn't helping. The like mocking little chuckles that I couldn't see but knew were there.
I'm trying to think, would I care? I know I wouldn't walk across a rickety bridge. Like, in theory, I would. No, you know what my deepest fear is? Really deep water where I can't see what's underneath me. Like swimming in really deep water, because I always just give me the willies thinking that there's not even sharks, but just like creepy fish and sharks.
Oh, alligators.
Oh, yeah. No.
Alligators, my other deepest fear. Like
Ugh.
horrendous. There was an alligator after the hurricane this week down in Florida. My mother-in-law sent a picture of an alligator swimming in the water outside her house, just down the street. But like she's opened her front door and found alligators there before. Like no thanks, baby alligators, but nonetheless.
We
like,
opened our front door and found a snapping turtle that day, remember?
yeah, and we were all horrified, especially when Brandon told us that they actually are called that because they actually snap. Whereas
I
we were
know.
like
I was
snapping
gonna feed
turtle.
it.
Just cute name.
Yeah, it's going to hand it some lettuce out of my little lily white hand. When's the last time I cried?
Probably this morning. Yesterday, when you said goodbye to mom and dad.
No, actually, I didn't cry. You know what as well? I walked away from them and then I looked back. They were fucking gone.
Oh yeah, they totally are gone. That's because
know.
mom's upset. She's gone out to the car to cry.
Oh, I must ask her. That'll make me feel good.
I'll ask her right now.
Yeah, ask her if she was crying. She probably wasn't.
I'll ask dad.
I cried, I think, last week when I was texting you going, I should never have come home to Ireland.
Oh my God, you said you were crying for 2 hours in the Lazy Boy and nobody noticed.
Oh, yeah. I was crying for ages. Just quietly weeping.
But you were actually being nuts. You definitely were jet lagged.
Tired.
Nut job.
I was so tired. And I was just like, the baby was wide awake and full of beans. I was so tired.
Yeah,
I was
I don't-
Mum and Dad were driving me mad.
Yeah,
I hadn't bought enough sausages.
Why
It was
don't
a
you say?
whole-
Why don't you tell? So I texted you and I was like, "What's going on?" You're like, "I'm really angry. I'm actually in my room fuming." I think is what you said. I am raging right now. And you said
I didn't say fuming.
I
so
suggested to Mom and Dad that they come in and out of the dining room door instead of the kitchen door because it's noisy. And
Oh, yeah.
you were like,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
lost it. I cannot go back out there. Blah blah blah. So Brandon was here at the time actually because he dropped over with a cake and was having pizza with us. And I read this out and we all laughed really hard. We're like, she's obviously being quite deranged right now. We all chuckled heartily.
You absolute bastards.
Yeah, we had a really good chuckle at that.
That was when basically the doors in Mum and Dad's house are so loud, right?
Yeah.
Every time someone walks in and out, I was just like, oh my God, the baby's going to wake up any minute. They're slamming the doors. And I eventually was like, look, can we just come in and out this door?
Is that how you said it? Nice like that.
Probably, Beatrice. And then Mum goes, you do yourself no favours having him like this.
Yeah. Yeah. The 1-year-old, that 12-month-old, 11-month-old, it's like spoiled. He's ruined. You've destroyed him. And you actually got annoyed about it instead of just going, Mom, up yours. She wouldn't even know what that meant.
When was the last time you cried, Beatrice?
I
This
really
morning.
rarely cry.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you cry? No, you don't.
I don't cry very often.
Do you not?
No.
No, don't bullshit me. You
I
cry-
genuinely don't cry very often, but I did cry a lot this week for some reason.
Do you not cry very often? You used to cry all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I cry at sad things on TV. Oh, I cried last night at TV. But like, I really don't cry, except at the TV. That's really all I
That
cry
still
at.
counts as crying.
But I mean, I wasn't getting into rages with people about doors and stuff. I was just like crying. I was crying when last night in the Italian TV show on Netflix, Corriere dell'Astrologia. I can't even remember what it's called. Like something about star signs and romance. It's actually very good. And there was a reveal from the main male character, and he said something about like his family that was quite sad, and I found little tears trickling down my cheeks, down my eyes. I was about to say. Didn't last very long, but it gave me a bit of a headache. But prior to that, I mean, I really only cried 2 days prior when I was in the car on my way to the office listening to Ewan McGregor and Nicole Kidman sing Come What May on repeat.
you
crying.
absolute sop. What is wrong with you?
Oh no, sorry, I was actually cried the night before. So like in bed thinking about singing Come What May at Mom's funeral for some reason.
Why
Crying.
would we be singing Come What May at Mum's funeral?
I don't know.
I don't even think she likes that
Oh no,
song.
I was thinking about singing that at Don's funeral. And I was crying. And then
I
I
think
was
Don wants a funeral.
well, when
Can
I
ask him.
told this to Don, he didn't really respond. He just kind of went, "Oh,
He was obviously like, my wife's imagining me dead.
never knew. I can't remember
Good.
the words."
If I could go anywhere, where would I go?
Home.
Home to bed. I was just thinking, I want to get out of this room, want to go home, lie down in a dark room on my own.
It's always home with you.
The cup of
Home.
If you could go anywhere, where would you go?
To the laundry to get some of this laundry done. Very exciting. Where would I go? Somewhere nice with a pool, Miami with you, with a girlfriend for a few days by myself for a nice relax.
Hang on, with me or by yourself?
Like no, by myself with a girlfriend, like as
Oh.
in without my family. But like obviously I'm afraid to say it. My first choice would be to go anywhere with my kids. An absolute lie. I'd love to go, to St. Joseph, to the beach, to a lovely hotel where I don't have
Yeah.
to clean up after myself, with a nice restaurant, to
I'd
the
l-
pool. with
Yeah,
a
I'd like to go to a
girlfriend.
nice restaurant with a rooftop pool and bar and just sit there and order drinks and snacks all day.
I'd like to go to the beach. Somewhere that has a beach.
I'd like the beach too, but then there's sand in your knickers and I hate that. Where is my favourite place on this earth?
Your house, probably. Is it not? Okay, let me think about this. Where did you love? You really liked when you went on that cycling trip.
I never went on a cycle. What cycling
You did.
trip?
Oh, you did. Oh no, you were on a donkey. That picture in the Irish Times.
That was Spain. It was a horse, you dingbat. What's your favourite
Wait,
place?
We haven't answered
Oh,
your
sorry.
question. Where's your favorite place?
You're still thinking.
I'm thinking.
Your favourite place is Paris.
Oh no, I was actually thinking yesterday might be Italy. I love Milan and Rome and like all those. But I was really loving that Italian TV show for all those reasons. I was like, but they were doing way too much drinking alcohol. I actually was like, did Italy make me drink too much alcohol? Make me into someone who drinks too much alcohol?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, I never drank in Ireland in a big way.
Did you not?
No, I mean on occasion, but like no, it was more like in Italy. Everybody just went out the whole time drinking. And I was watching this TV show going, these guys are too old to be getting so hammered, and it's not trendy anymore.
That's depressing. It was never trendy.
No, but I mean, it's
I know what you
incredibly
mean.
out
I
of
know what you
fashion
mean.
now. Like,
Did you watch the Hookup Plan, that French show?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
watched
I loved
most
that.
of it.
I think there's a new series.
Yeah, I didn't watch
out.
the
I
new
haven't watched
season
it yet.
but I did like it as well. She was really cute. She was kind of like an Amélie
Yeah.
alike. But you know what? The soundtrack was good on this Italian show as well.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very good.
So what is my favourite place on earth?
I'm thinking you're not giving me very
Sorry.
much space here. I'm going to say Paris, and then I'm going to say Dingle, and then just to hedge my bets, I'm going to say Dublin.
I don't think I've ever even been to Dingle.
Have you not?
I was going to say Bingle. I don't think I've ever been to Dingle. No, didn't Bingle. No. I don't think I have.
Dublin.
No.
Okay, where is it then?
Sheen Falls Lodge in Kerry or Cork or somewhere
Rosemary,
down
that's
there.
literally in Dingle.
Is it?
Right
No.
beside, it's right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that was gorgeous.
Absolutely.
I just like a
Gobber.
gorgeous hotel with like nice scenery on my own.
I've never been to Dingle. I can't even cope with you. I bet you that's where you went on your day out from Sheen Falls Lodge.
I didn't go on a day. I just stayed in the hotel. So I do like being at home. Just want to go home.
Yeah, I had a lovely dinner there once in Sheen Falls.
So where is your favourite place on earth?
What?
Where's your favourite place on earth? Como.
Sicily was amazing.
Was it?
South of France. Love the south of France.
That's a lot of... So is that your final answer?
Oh, I do love Como. There are lots of nice places that I haven't been to lots of other places. Ursula says her favourite place was New Zealand. It's the most beautiful place she's ever been to, and she's been everywhere. So
Oh, I'd
that's
really
where I
like to
want
go to New Zealand and see all the Lord of the Ringsy things.
Yeah, you know, there's a whole plane that has like a Lord of the Rings theme that drives you there, that flies you there. Do you know that?
No, I didn't
I'll
know
show you
that.
the video later on. It's amazing looking.
Okay, there are three now stupid questions. If I have kids, what will the first kid be named, boy or girl? Do I have brothers? Do I have sisters? Right, boring.
Well, you wanted to call your baby Odie, but you weren't
Oh,
allowed. I wanted to call mine Fardurka, but Mom said nobody would understand that in America. So
What is the furthest... Okay, so it says, what's the furthest state I've been to? So what's the furthest...
oh wait, hold on. If you had a girl, what would she be called?
I used to think if I had a girl, I'd call her Alba. Because I really liked... That was the name of the girl in The Time Traveler's Wife, which I loved as a book and didn't love as a movie. But now I'm not so sure.
I was going to call mine Tallulah
Oh, yeah.
and then Sage when I was getting a little bit more minimalist in my thinking. But I never had a girl, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not an issue. Unless I have one now soon, it'll be over for me.
And all of your kids are single syllables, aren't they? So you'd have to do Sage if you had a girl. You couldn't have like
What?
Nashbo,
Are they?
Chance Fox and Tallulah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Tallulah, because she needs to make up. She needs to gain space in this like
Oh, that's
incredibly
actually true.
masculine environment. In this, what's the hormone that men have?
Testosterone.
Oh, yeah, in this testosterone heavy environment. Okay, what's the next question?
What's the furthest state you've been to? What's the furthest country you've been to? But hang on, I have to guess, right?
Oh yeah,
Well, like you've been to Asia loads of times, so
Yeah.
China or Korea, right? What's the farthest flung place
Cuba.
I've been to? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was going to say Turkey. No, Cuba.
Cuba.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Oh, Cuba was amazing. I'd love to go back to Cuba. when and where did we meet?
Okay, next one.
Oh yeah, if I could meet anyone, who would it be? You'd be Keanu Reeves.
No, it wouldn't. If you could meet anyone.
No,
who would it
sorry,
be?
you'd be Margaret Heffernan.
I would.
You would
totally
yeah, you
be
love
Margaret
her.
Heffernan. Yours would be Margaret Atwood.
I
Two
knew you were
Margarets.
going to say Margaret Atwood, but
Yeah,
I
you're
don't think it would
obsessed
be
with her.
Margaret Atwood. I'm not. I think I've only read one. I think I've only read The Handmaid's Tale and the next one, The Testaments. I haven't read any of her other books.
Doesn't matter. You're still obsessed with her.
I'm not really.
You are. Listen
I'm
to.
absolutely not.
Obsessed with her.
I'm
Okay.
not obsessed. They're
Yours would be
my
Emma
Margaret
Thompson.
Atwood. Oh no.
Hugh Grant.
No.
Oh,
my
Alan
God.
Rickman, except he's
Oh,
dead.
I love Alan Rickman,
I
but
know you do.
only as the sheriff in Robin Hood Prince Thieves.
Oh, what about his Snape?
Oh no. No, I don't like him as
Oh.
anything else.
Oh, no.
Only
Oh,
as
no.
the sheriff.
He wrote a book.
I'll
It sounds good.
Rip your fingernails
diary- well,
off
he didn't
with
write
a
a book.
spoon.
Oh yeah, I love that. No, his diary is
He's
coming
so
out.
hot in that.
Of all
his diary.
Yeah, he kept a diary for years apparently, and he's got some pretty good like one-liners and
I
cut
meant to
downs.
bring. I forgot your diary.
Oh
I found your diary at home in Ireland, and Dad scolded me for reading. Told me I was being really nasty.
Yeah, you were. I couldn't believe you
Wasn't it?
read
It
it.
was hilarious.
But you didn't bring it home.
Oh no, I totally forgot it. Where
Absolute
is it?
gobber. We'll have to get Mom and Dad to bring it so we can read it out.
Well, yeah, Mum and Dad are already being very impatient with the things I was asking them to bring over next time they come. You can imagine.
Well, they're going to have to bring it.
I
Sorry,
know,
too bad.
and listen, there's two of them coming over. They've 2 check-in and 2 carry-on. Dad's like, we're not bringing carry-on.
Listen, they can check it in and it comes all the way through and we will take it
I
off
know,
the thing for
head
them.
wreckers. Okay. I don't know. I don't know who it would be if I could meet. Like, who would I
Oh,
really
you'd be
like
somebody
to...
really pretentious like...
You know what? I'd love to meet Katie Price.
Would you?
Just see what she's like in real life. Oh, I don't want to meet anybody famous.
What?
I don't know. They're all. I just don't want to. I just
picture
want
of
to
you
be at home on my own.
That picture of you with Dermot Kennedy was great.
Kennedy. Dermot Kennedy. Remember him, Dermot Kennedy. Yeah, that was a great picture. Now
I heard that coming out of my mouth all weird. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
I just get too cringe around famous people. I don't think I would want to meet anybody. What's my favorite hobby?
Knitting.
Oh, that's my only hobby.
Reading.
Oh yeah.
Painting.
What did I read recently?
Doing the garden.
I just finished.
Watching people do your garden.
Oh yeah, watching my garden,
Oh,
watching my done
sunbathing.
garden. I love to sunbathe.
Yeah, I know you do.
Just roll around like a rotisserie
you love
chicken.
that.
I feel like the baby really ruined my sunbathing this summer because I have to hold him. the
Baby
whole time.
knocks it off for a couple of years, I have to say. It's a bummer.
And sorry, another thing. I was very well prepared for the plane this time. Had my headphones, had my Kindle, had my notebook so I could write my thoughts. You can't do anything on a plane with a baby.
Not a thing.
Absolute
Nary
nightmare.
a sausage.
What's your favorite hobby? Reading. I think you like home decor. Like you like a project.
Yeah, I do like a project, yeah. Yeah. I was going to say reading, learning languages, really expanding
You've
my...
got a lisp now, which means you're lying. Learning languages.
I just signed up to Duolingo. Sorry.
Did you?
No, rephrase. I downloaded the app and I've gone no farther. So that's how far I've
What
gotten.
what language are you going to?
I was going to brush up on my Italian.
That's a good idea.
Right.
Maybe I should do the same.
That's what led me then to watch that TV show. And I was like, maybe I can just watch it on Netflix instead of doing any lessons.
Did you watch it without the subtitles?
No.
Oh, well, then I don't think it really
Subtitles
counts.
were unsatisfactory though. The translation was not fully accurate. You know what I mean?
It
I was
never
like,
is.
It's kind of annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, it is annoying. Who are my best friends?
I shall not name. I shall plead the fifth for fear of incriminating you. Move on.
I'd be like, not her.
Yeah, no, we're not having that conversation.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the last
Well,
and
except
final.
for Liam, of course.
Oh, and I didn't see Liam this time. I know because his housemate wasn't well. We didn't want to risk getting the baby sick. Oh, so annoying. I mean, terrible for his housemate. Poor him. I hope he's feeling better. But it was sad. I really wanted to see Liam. Final question.
Okay.
What do I normally get in trouble for? What gets me in trouble? What gets you in trouble? I'll tell you what gets you in trouble.
Oh.
I'll go first.
Oh,
Your questionable sense of humor. And how you don't know when enough is enough,
I
as
do.
Dad would say. You don't.
I do.
You don't know when to stop
I
slagging.
do.
You start slagging and somebody gets annoyed and you go, better keep going. And you never think to yourself, they're getting annoyed. I should stop.
I 100% no, I 100%
Let me
do
finish.
think
Let me
that.
finish what you think to yourself is, she's getting annoyed. What a knob. I'll keep going. She shouldn't be getting annoyed. She's being ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'll keep going. Oh, she's really annoyed now. What an idiot. You're in a bad mood. Why are you in such a bad mood? That's what happens in your brain. We're literally like, why can she not take this slagging? I mean, she's getting annoyed. Ridiculous. I'll keep going. That's what you get in trouble for, not knowing when to stop, like poking. To me, your poor husband, your father sometimes.
Dad, having a laugh. Learn this from Dad, the head wrecker.
Yeah, but Dad has no sense of humour when you're doing it to him.
Tell everybody what you did to Dad.
Oh, God, it's really bad. I'm laughing about it now.
comes
But
from
it
him
really
now.
wasn't funny. I nearly started crying.
He's done this.
Okay, basically, right. Mom and Dad. Mom and
nearly
Dad
started crying.
Oh yeah, it was so mean, Beatrice. Basically, Mom and Dad's shower has like, well, I mean, everybody's shower probably has like an opening. Has an opening over the top, right? And it has frosted glass, so like there's never been any fear of seeing somebody naked in the
You see,
shower.
you
Really,
you made a mistake. You should have put on Mom's clothes so that what he would have seen through the frosted glass was looked like an apparition of his wife disappearing.
basically, there's never been any like when somebody's in the shower in our house. I just don't want to make it weird, like people think I'm in looking at my dad in the shower. Just want to preface it by
It's
saying
heavily frosted
it's
glass.
heavily frosted. I couldn't see him, right? But I knew he was in the shower because I had knocked on the door and gone, "Can I come in?" And my mum was like, "Your father's in the shower." So I went in. Dad was in the shower, and I thought, this is the perfect moment to do the thing that we've been doing our whole lives to each other, which is to get a little cup full of cold water and throw it in on top of the shower, right? So to be fair, the cup that I found was not that small. Right? So I'd say it was about the size of like probably half a mug, right, of cold water. And as my arm reached up to toss it over the top of the shower, he turned the shower off. So it was exceptionally bad timing because the one thing that makes it kind of bearable is that you can immediately get under the hot water again. But obviously Dad had just turned off the hot water, so he couldn't. He didn't have the relief. So anyway, I tossed this half mug full of cold water over the shower. It's good for your circulation. It was not good for my circulation, let me tell you. And he literally, and like Dad doesn't really curse, he literally went, Jesus fucking Christ. Like literally, I've never heard him sound so angry. And he went, what the fuck? I have fucking bronchitis. Sorry. That is not funny, you stupid cow. And I was so shocked. And I'm standing there holding the baby. I look at Mum and Mum's just like, like big wide eyes going, uh-oh. And she kind of starts going, Philip. A bit like,
my God.
and like I literally just went, oh, we used to do that to each other all the time and laugh and laugh. And then I was like, and I just left. So I was like, what can I do? And I went into my room and I was like, I wasn't sure if I was going to cry or not, but I was like, don't cry, don't cry. That just was like, went very badly. It's like, I was like, maybe 74 is like too old to have freezing cold water thrown at you in the shower.
But you know what? I told this story in the office, and like everybody does this.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, this is not like an
Oh,
anomaly.
I thought it was just
No.
us. It was our cute family thing.
But the thing was that some people are like, oh yeah, that's so annoying. And other people were like, that happened to me once. And I actually threw such a massive fit and I was so raging that it never happened to me again. I was like, I obviously
obviously
have
the key.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I obviously have the wrong approach to these things. I'm like raging, but nobody takes me seriously.
That's Beatrice. We just talked about how when other people are raging, you don't take them seriously. So that's why.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. Let's think about what you do that's really annoying.
No, sorry, it wasn't that's really annoying. It was what gets me in trouble?
Yeah, same thing.
Throwing cold water on Dad.
Oh, yeah. God, what
That
gets you in trouble?
that rustling now is the sound of Beatrice wiping her tears. Beatrice who never cries.
God. Tell you what gets you in trouble is when you come over and you don't have enough Diet Coke with you. But like, that's not really a good one because I should have the Diet Coke in my own house.
to get your own Diet Coke.
What gets you in trouble? I don't know. I mean, you're a bit touchy, but again, I blame Dad for that.
It's so annoying. What about my incendiary opinions a minute ago? They were getting me in trouble.
But not with me. Like, oh, you mean in general?
In general, what gets me in trouble?
Oh, I'll tell you what gets you in trouble. Your inability to differentiate an appropriate story that is yours to tell in the public domain to an inappropriate story that embarrasses somebody else that you still tell in the public domain.
Beatrice is referring to the time in the year 2005 that I was on radio and talked about how my then boyfriend always got a boner when I was crying. It's really bad now that I think about it.
It's really bad. I think he just more felt that you were vulnerable. This was his opportunity to...
I think he just felt manly.
Do you know what? Never mind.
It was
Who
the
knows?
opposite of
Fucking weird,
it was the opposite
anyway.
of emasculation that he was
Yeah.
like, finally my time
Weird.
to shine. Really weird, yeah.
I mean,
Good
not
thing-
that he is weird, but like weird.
Good
right?
thing I got rid of him.
Anyway, there's a lot of tears like related to these stories, but I would say that's an excellent example. But Mom can no doubt can trot out another 20 exampels of things she wished she'd never said.
Oh my God, just wait till my
public.
book comes out. She's going to be thrilled.
So proud.
So proud.
Luckily, she'll probably forget it 5 seconds after she reads it.
I think she's claiming she's not going to read it, and so is Dad.
Huh?
But like, we're not going to read that.
Don't worry.
Sorry, even our cousin Roseanne said she wasn't going to read it. She's like, it's going to be too weird.
What?
I bought it and that's enough. Yeah. But listen, sorry, if anybody's listening and thinking, I don't really read books, you don't need to read it, just buy it.
Well, I was about to say, that's fine. Oh, you should do an Audible of it.
Oh, yeah, I think I will. I just don't know how that works. I'd figure it out.
Well, I was thinking that's fine because I will happily record segments of it and send it over to Mom and Dad to listen to.
You could be doing that now if you actually read it.
I have read most of it. Not finished. But I will also when they're here for 2 full months trapped in my house, I'll do what you did to me with Jessica Simpson's book.
Oh my God, that's actually a really good idea.
Against my will, you kept reading massive chunks of it to me, so I would
That
do
was
that to
Glennon
them.
Doyle, wasn't it? Was it Jessica
Both.
Simpson as well? We should print out a few choice excerpts and just walk into the room and do dramatic readings.
Oh my God, we should do that for our Christmas video.
Dramatic readings from my book?
Yeah.
Do it next Christmas. It's not out till next July. Can't ruin it.
You can give some teasers.
Fine.
Okay, that's an excellent idea.
Okay, so
It's excellent.
sorry. What do we decide gets me in trouble? Oh, telling other people stories and making a laugh of them. Basically,
Yeah,
when they're
and
not
just maybe
appropriate.
being vulgar. I've got more like being too crass.
I knew. Well, as soon
Being
as you
too
said
crass in
sexcellent
public.
there, I was like, she's going to say something about me.
being too crass.
Yeah, and you know what gets you in trouble? Your bad puns.
I know, right? Okay, well, thanks for listening. Thanks for that.
It turns
Is
out
there
we know
another
each
question?
other. No, it turns out we know each other incredibly well.
Good.
So that's great news for us, I guess, if we ever have to do a table quiz about each other.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
Thank you all so much for listening.
Yes,
You
thanks
can
for
look
listening.
forward to dramatic readings from my book coming to you this Christmas.
I'll do your part.
Do I have to be the men?
Yeah. I'll be you.
I don't think I have much dialogue in it.
Oh. Oh my God.
Thanks so much for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Not Without My Sister is produced by Liam Garrity, sound and original music by Don Kirkland, and our original illustration is by Lindsay Nielsen.
Petrified, the horror fiction anthology podcast from a darker Ireland, is back.
Who's there?
Petrified tells the chilling tales of ordinary people encountering the supernatural and their terrifying fates.
Oh, dear God! Reverend Mother!
CrimeReads.com said Petrified is extremely well written, expertly produced, and brilliantly acted.
Don't leave me here!
Petrified, Series 2 out now.